Inshallah, in this class, we are going to do questions of Laplace transformations, inverse Laplace transformations using partial fractions methods. So just I am revising 2-3 methods of partial fractions. Suppose we are having linear factors in the denominator, x plus 1, x plus 3, 2x minus 1. Suppose I am giving an example to understand the methods. For this, we have to keep a by x plus 1. For this, b by x plus 3. For this, c by 2x plus 1. So this is the method of changing into fractions, partial fractions. Separating the fractions is partial fractions. But suppose in denominator, if you have repeated factors, watch carefully. Here, single factor x minus 1. But here you are having three factors actually. X minus 2, x minus 2 square, x minus 2 cube. For this you write x a by x minus 1, but for this you have to write 3 x plus 2 b by, then square c by, cube d by. So this is the method. If you get repeated factors, suppose here you see you are having two repeated factors. Square means one is x plus 3 and second is x plus 3 whole square. So this can be written as a by x plus 3 plus b by x plus 3 square plus c by x plus 2. So lastly, this is also very important method. Watch carefully. Suppose you see here we cannot factorize this one. If we factorize this, if we can factorize, then you will get three factors, linear factors. But you cannot factorize this one. Therefore, you have to change for this. This you write as it is a by x plus 3. But this quadratic polynomial cannot be factorized. Cannot be factorized. Therefore, for this we have to write two terms. For this we have to write two terms. One with x, bx plus c. The term which cannot be factorized, which is quadratic, we have to write one term with x, one constant with x, then one constant, bx plus c by x square minus 4x plus 1. Here also you see x square plus 1, x square plus 5, these are quadratic forms. This cannot be factorized, therefore you have to write ax plus b, one with x and one is constant, ax plus b by x square plus 1. In the same way, plus for this, AB already tell now that we continue cx plus d by x square plus 5. So these three methods you revise by yourself. Let me do few questions based on partial fractions of Laplace, inverse Laplace transformations. Now see on the board I wrote three questions are written here. You see here, I will explain this question. This you try by yourself. How to do this? A by s minus 1 plus b by s plus 2. Here also if you take common s plus 2, a by s plus b by s. But first I will explain this one. Let me first change, we have to separate this denominators, factors. Then we can use the formulas. To separate we have to use partial fractions. How to start? Let s square minus s plus 2 divided by s into s minus 3 into s plus 2. When we separate the fractions here, then we can use the formulas. To separate the factors, the method is called partial fractions. So how to start? For this factor you write a by s, plus for this factor you write b by s minus 3, plus for this factor c by s plus 2, c by s plus 2. Whatever the numerator, if the fractions are proper fractions, whatever the numerator, no problem. You just take for this a, for this b, for this c. Now you write this as it is. You take LCM here. You write this as it is. S square minus s plus 2 divided by s into s minus 3 into s plus 2. Now take LCM here. Take LCM here. S into s minus 3 into s plus 2. Watch carefully. How to solve? You leave this denominator from the LCM. These two are left to multiply with a into s minus 3 into s plus 2 plus b into, now leave the denominator of b from the LCM, you multiply this 2 with the b, so you will get s into s plus 2 plus c into, leave this denominator s plus 2, so what is left here? S into s minus 3. Now cancel this both sides. Now what is left here? S square minus s plus 2 equals to a into s minus 3 into s plus 2 plus bs into s plus 2 plus cs into s minus 3. So now you see here we got the equation. Now to find a, b and c, we have to make zeros as factors. Watch carefully. See here, if we want to make this 0. Suppose I'll explain. Suppose you want to make s minus 3 0. So what should you keep the value of s? 3. If you keep 3, then s minus 3 will become 0. So this whole becomes 0, this will 0 become 0, we'll get the value of b. In the same way, if you make this 0, s plus 2 equals to 0. How to make this 0? Put x equals to minus 2, minus 2 plus 2 becomes 0. So this will become 0. Minus 2 plus 2, this will become 0, we'll get the value of c. In the same way, one factor is s. So you keep in place of s 0. So this will become 0, this will become 0, you get the value of a. So let me start with any number we can start. First I'm putting s equals to 3. 3 minus 3 0. 0 into any number 0. This whole will become 0. 3 minus 3 0. This whole will become 0. We'll get the value of b. Now s 3 square minus 3 plus 2. We kept the value of s as 3. 3 square minus 3 plus 2. This is 0. Whole 0 will become. This is 0. So b into value of s is 3. Value of s is 3. Now see here, 3 plus 2, 5. 5 3 is 15. 15b equals to 3 square 9. 9 minus 3 6. 6 plus 2 8. Therefore b equals to 15 by 8. B equals to 15 by 8. Now let me make s equals to minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 will become 0. Minus 2 plus 2 becomes 0. We'll get the value of c. So in place of s minus 2 square minus of minus 2 plus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 0. Minus 2 plus 2 0. Come here. C into minus 2 minus 2 minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3 minus 5 minus 2. Minus into s plus 2 5s are 10. So 10c equals to minus 2 square plus 2 square 4. Minus 2 s plus 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. Therefore c equals to 8 by 10 means 2 4s are 2 5s. C equals to 4 by 4. And lastly put s equals to 0. If you keep s equals to 0, you watch carefully. This will become 0, s is 0, so this becomes 0, s is 0, this becomes 0, you'll get the value from here. S is 0, 0 minus 0 plus 2 will be 2, a into 0 minus 3 will be minus 3, 0 plus 2 will be 2, this will become 0, this will become 2 ones are 2 ones are. Bring minus 3 there, therefore a equals to minus 1 by 3. Now we got the values of a, b, c, therefore you see here, you keep the value of a, b, c in this, then you will get three factors. A value is equals to, a value is minus 1 by 3 by s plus b value is 15 by 8 by s minus 3 plus c value is 4 by 5 divided by s plus 2. Now we find how to find the Laplace of this. Therefore Laplace inverse, you take out minus 1 by 3 outside, you can write like this: Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus 15 by 8, you take out Laplace inverse of this will become 1 by s minus 3 plus take out 4 by 5. Now Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus 2, 1 by s plus 2. Now let me use the formulas here. You see, this is direct formula, equals to minus 1 by 3 into Laplace inverse of 1 by 3 is 1 by s is 1. Now Laplace inverse of 1 by s minus a is e power at. We have already written this formula. Suppose you are having like this Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a, you write e power minus at. If you are minus, you write plus. If you are plus, you write minus. So in that sense, you see here we use the formulas here. Plus 15 by 8 into e to the power of 1 by s minus a is e power 80 plus 4 by 5 e power plus 2 means we have to write minus 80. 1 by 3 into 1 will be 1 by 3. So this is the method of solving inverse Laplace using partial fractions. You see, I just explained how to start the second one. You do by yourself. I am just showing the first step. Now how to start the second question. S plus 3 divided by s minus 1 into s plus 2. You take a by s minus 1 plus b by s plus 2. Now take the LCM and solve. In the second, same in the second way. Next question is s square plus 2s. You take common s, so this will become s plus 2. Now you take this as a by s and b by s plus 2. You take LCM and you solve the questions. You see here, just now we have wrote b value as 15 by 8, but actually that value is 8 by 15. 8 by 15. We have done an error there, mistake there. So I request to change that value. Okay, so let me do the next question. Watch carefully. Now I am showing the next question. Find the Laplace inverse of the following. You see here, let me start. First, we have to separate the fractions denominators. Then we can change those formulas. So we can use the formulas. Let 5s plus 3 divided by s minus 1 into s square plus 2s plus 5 equals to, for this you write a by s minus 1. But this is quadratic form which cannot be factorized. You see, you cannot factorize 5 and here you have to get 2. So the term fact quadratic which cannot be factorized, we have to write in the numerator 1 with s and then c, bs plus c. This cannot be factorized, so we have to write like this, divided by s square plus 2s plus 5. So you have to take LCM here. What is left here? 5s plus 3 divided by s minus 1 into s square plus 2s plus 5 equals to, let me take the LCM here, s minus 1 into s square plus 2s plus 5. Now this value come here, it will be like this, a into s square plus 2s plus 5 plus this will come here, bs plus c into s minus 1. So always these denominators will get cancelled. Now what is left here? Watch carefully. Left with 5s plus 3 equals to a into s square plus 2s plus 5 plus bs plus c into s minus 1. Now watch carefully. Let me make this 0. Let put s equals to 1. This will become 0. We'll get the value of a. Put s equals to 0. Sorry, put s equals to 1. 1 minus 1 0, that means this whole will become 0. We'll get the value of a here, we'll get the value of a. So put s equals to 1. So 5 into 1 will be 5, 5 plus 3 will be 8, 5 plus 2 7 plus 1 8. S is 1, 1 square 1, 2 ones are 2, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 5 8 a. Therefore a equals to 1. So we made this 0, but we cannot make this 0. See, watch it. This is a quadratic which cannot be factorized. That means whatever the value of s you kept, this will not become 0. This will not become 0. There are many methods. Just I am multiplying and let me take the coefficients. Though b and c are left and we cannot make this 0, so we will not get by substitution method. So next method is multiply with a here, b, c with here. We have to compare the coefficients. I'll explain you. You write this 5s plus 3 as it is. Now multiply with a, as square plus 2as plus 5a. Now multiply with bs, bs into s, bs square minus bs into 1 bs. Now multiply with c, c into s, cs minus c into 1 c. So after multiplying, we have to compare the coefficients. Compare coefficients. So suppose let me start comparing coefficient of s square. So with s square, what we are having here? A plus b. So I'm writing first this, a plus b equals to, we don't have s square here, we don't have s square here, that is coefficient is 0. Now you compare s, what are the terms of s? This 2a minus b plus c. These are the coefficients of s, 2a minus b plus c equals to, the s coefficient is 5. In the same way, you compare constants. The constants, what are the constants? 5a minus c. So we write like this, 5a minus c equals to, constant is 3. Now see here in the next step. Now let me substitute the values. A is 1. Just now we got a here. If you put a1, 1 plus b equals to 0. So b will be minus 1. So we got a and b. Let me substitute here a, we'll get the value of c. A is 1, 5 ones are 5, minus c equals to 3. 5 there, minus 5, 3 minus 5 minus 2 minus get cancelled, c equals to 2. So now we got the values of a, b, c. Now let me substitute in this values. You see here, this a value is 1, b value is minus 2 and c value is c. Therefore I'm substituting. Let me put inverse also, Laplace inverse of a. The value of a is 1. So 1 divided by s minus 1 plus Laplace inverse of bs. b is minus 1 into s is minus s plus c is 2 divided by, here we are having s square plus 2s plus 5. Now see here, this is that formula, Laplace inverse of 1 by s minus a is e power at. Just now we have done this, e power at minus 1 is plus 1. 1 into t will be t plus Laplace. You do one thing, just take minus common from this. If you take minus common, this plus minus will become plus, this plus will become minus. Now one thing, we have to change this here. We already did these questions in the previous parts. We have to make this to perfect square because we cannot factorize this one. We have to make this into perfect square. You see here, s square plus, you write 2 into 1 into s. So this is a square plus 2ab. A square plus 2ab is 1 here. So we want to make perfect square, means want b square. A square plus 2a plus b square. So we want 1 square, add 1 square, subtract 1 square, then plus 5, this plus 5 here. So now this is a square plus 2ab plus b square is a plus b whole square. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 can be written as 2 square. So we got here s plus 1 whole square plus 2 square. Okay. Now the next step, watch carefully. In the previous class we have done, we have to use here first shifting. For first shifting we are having s plus 1 here also. Then here also you must have s plus 1. Here we are having s plus 1. So this should be changed to s plus 1. So we can write like this. S, we want plus 1. So plus 1 minus 1. Again minus 2. So this will become s plus 1 minus 3. This can be written as s plus 1 minus 3. You see here, e power t minus Laplace inverse of. When we are having s plus 1 here, you should have s plus 1 here also. Then we can change by first shifting. So s minus 2 can be written as s plus 1 minus 3. Same, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 divided by s plus 1 whole square plus 2 square. Now we can use the first shifting. When we use first shifting, s principle of first shifting, when we use first shifting, this s plus 1 will become s. This s plus 1 will become s. This s1 plus 1 become s. With that we have to multiply e power 80. We have to multiply e power 80. In place of a we are having plus 1, now we have to take minus 1. Minus 1 into t will be minus 2. Okay. So let me continue. See here, I am just writing here itself. Okay, let me continue here. Now separate this two. See here, e power t already finished minus e power minus t into Laplace inverse of. So both, I think, let me write this in on the starting of the board. Now see here, let me separate this one. E power t minus into plus minus e power minus t Laplace inverse of. You separate this, s by s square plus 2 square. So watch here, minus into minus plus, you left with 3 e power minus t into 3. You take out 3 outside, it is left with 1. 1 by s square plus 2 square. S square plus 2 square. Now 2 steps are left, e power t minus e power minus t. Now this is the formula of cos s by s square plus a square. S by s square plus a square is cos 80. So this will be cos 2t. This will become sine formula, but must have a here. We must have a here. That is 2 s square plus a square. A is 2. So multiply with 2 and divide by 2. So this will become 3 by 2 e power minus t sine 80. Now just we take e power minus t common. Okay, e power t minus, I am taking e power minus t common. So this will become plus cos 2t. This will become minus 3 by 2 sine 2t. So these are the few questions we have done based on the partial fractions. I think let we continue one more class for the same subject. Let we do some partial fraction questions which are little bit tougher or lengthier in the next class, because the same partial fractions we have to use in convolution theorem, and also after that also we have to use. So let we do one more let we do in the next part also the same questions based on partial fractions, inshallah.